Good evening, rockers. I am the Vegas rock goddess, Carol Nevin, and tonight we have a special On the Rocks interview with Mr. Rob Deluca from Spread Eagle. This has been one of my favorite bands for a long time, and I just can't wait to talk to Rob. There's so many things going on with this band. I don't want to spoil it. I want to save it for Rob and I to talk about. They are coming to Las Vegas for a huge show at Vamped Nightclub right here in Las Vegas on June 9th. So they haven't played Vegas in a while. This is a huge tour for the band. So we're going to talk about that as well. Coming up on future shows on the Rocks, I'm going to have 6th Century, Dead Label. Bands are being added weekly, so stay tuned. I'll keep everybody updated on any future interviews as well. So we're just gonna sit here and wait for Rob to come in, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Here we go. We're gonna let Rob in. Hey, Rob.
Hi, let me make sure everything else is turned off
Okay.
here. 1 second, please.
Please walk.
See.
Go ahead.
Turn that off. And
I'm not sure I understand.
Okay, you set? Awesome. Thank you so much, Rob, for coming on. You know, I've been a fan of yours for a long time, your whole band.
thank you. Is the music coming from you or from me?
I think it's coming from you.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to find. Okay. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Oh yeah. There you go. All right.
All right, now we can. Yeah, things happen. It isn't live, it's being taped, but that's okay. So no worries.
That's
But
fun.
yeah,
You're from the Midwest, huh?
Yes, I am. I'm originally from Chicago.
I can tell in your accent.
I know. I've been out in Vegas here for 20 years and I can't get rid of it.
Wow.
But
You
yeah.
moved there before the masses did.
Yes.
You moved to Vegas before the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good, good.
You've got a lot going on with your band. A lot of great things happening.
Yeah, I try to stay busy, you know. I don't like sitting around. I never have. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's exciting because Spread Eagle is the band that we learned how to be in a band with, how we learned about rock and roll in. So it's exciting to come full circle and come back to it. And the music's great, the guys are great, so it's cool.
Yeah, because did you start this band in 2006 originally?
No,
Or is it
1989?
Oh wow. Okay.
1989.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we were signed to MCA Universal back then.
Yeah, yeah, you guys have been around. I'm not gonna say forever because you have, but
Long time.
yeah,
We were babies when we started this band. This is our first band. This is how we
right.
learned our first real band, how we learned how to, try to be in the rock and roll business. And so that's why it's so dear to us,
Yeah, and your fans are worldwide.
Yeah, we do something slightly different in hard rock. It's our own thing, and our fans appreciate that. We're always just a little different from everyone else, and we got our own thing, and I think that's refreshing. And
It is.
even still with our last album, which just came out right before COVID, we're still trying to be cool but a little different and
Yeah.
rock hard.
And that was Subway to the Stars, right? Was that the one
Correct.
that came out right before? Because I love that record.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, because I mean one of my songs that I love is Scratch Like a Cat.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I love that song. I mean, Switchblade Serenade, that's really cool.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So
Um,
yeah, we everything we're doing now, we were supposed to do, everyone has this same story. We were
right.
supposed to do all this during COVID, in 2020, all these shows, and of course that didn't happen. So we just started doing them in July of 22, and we're still going.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at your tour list. I mean, you guys are covering it all, including Europe and the UK.
Yeah, I'm going to announce a lot more. That's just the beginning of it.
This is just the tip of the
Yeah,
iceberg, I'm sure. And then you
people.
guys,
I'm
right? And
sorry.
you no, and you guys are going to be on the Monsters of Rock cruise for 24. I
Yeah.
am so excited about that.
Are you going to that?
Yes, I
Oh,
am
nice,
going. Yes,
nice.
sure, because I want to cover the whole thing. I've never done it, and
It's fun.
yeah.
I've done it. This will be my fourth or fifth time probably,
Oh wow, because
and it's a blast.
I interviewed Anthony Corder from Tora Tora, and he's done it too, quite a number of times, and he loves it as well. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
it's
gonna be awesome.
there's nothing not to like. You're out on the high seas. The way they schedule it. It's almost always great weather because there's weather patterns in those areas, and good food, lots of drinks, bands everywhere, all over the ship. Night, morning, day, night. It's just great.
I
It's really
know.
great.
It's gonna be for me, it's gonna be like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
I'm super, super
You, you
excited
and
about it.
you and a couple thousand other people.
I know, right? They're gonna be on there. It's gonna be crazy. But I'm super excited about your upcoming show at Vamped
Yeah.
on June 9th. And
Yes.
yeah, I'll be interviewing you guys too, as well as a live interview on June 9th. So it's
Okay.
going to be super exciting to see you guys live. I mean,
Yeah, it's a good band. It's a
I
damn good band.
followed you guys. I mean, I've seen live video and stuff like that, but it's going to be great to see you guys live. Now, Rob, I've seen you before. You've played for other artists on
Hmm.
other projects at
That
Vamped,
band.
believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's great how you just kind of melt in with whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Well, it's necessity in the music industry. It's good to keep working, and if you play with different people, you can expand your circle of friends and fans, which always helps. But yeah, I've played Vamped with UFO and with Lynch, and I think this is only the third time I'm playing there, though. I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah. The other two times I did see you. So
Oh, cool,
yeah.
cool.
So I'm super excited to see you play live again.
Thank you.
I always enjoy your bass playing. So yeah,
My
it's gonna
bass
be a great
bass.
show. Great show because I've talked to a lot of my friends and my followers, and they're really looking forward to the show.
Oh, cool, cool. Thank you, thank you. I am
Yeah,
also.
yeah,
So am I.
absolutely. And let's also now, what are your influences, Rob? Like, who do you like to listen to, or in the business?
Well, I have a lot of different influences. We all do, but I'd say some of the big ones are some obvious ones: AC/DC, Guns N' Roses. But some non-obvious ones. Fugazi is a big band for me. Really big, really important band for me. Um, and but that Bon Scott era of AC/DC was huge for me, and Pink Floyd. So, you know, I like a little of everything. I love 70s soul. Ray, our singer, Ray West, loves soul music.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah, and you can tell with him, it's not just like a straight rock thing. There's other things going on. So,
Other elements.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can't wait to hear him sing.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful voice. Solitaire, you know that song, the last song on Subway to the Stars?
Yeah.
What a soulful delivery.
Yeah,
Really.
and you know what? It's different than any of the songs that you have on that record.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I put it
Really
last.
great.
That's why I put it last. I thought it would be a really nice bookend.
Yeah, a nice way to end the record. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally a great pick.
Thank you. Yeah, that album is like it's a concept album. It's like you walk onto the subway, you put in your earbuds, and then the album plays, and then you get off the subway at your destination, and you walk off, and so that's how the album plays out.
Yeah, now are you in the studio right now recording anything new?
I'm always in the studio, yeah, always working on new stuff. So
Yeah.
absolutely, we got a bunch of new songs that we're working on. Yeah,
Are we gonna
really
be
good stuff.
able to hear any of those at Vamped?
No, we're still, because this is still we're still touring the Subway to the Stars album. We're
Okay,
still doing the dates we should have done in 2020. So,
right.
but we'll be getting to them. Yeah,
Okay, very good. Awesome. Maybe we'll hear it in 24 on the Rock Cruise
yeah, definitely. I'm sure you
for
definitely will.
sure. But what are some of your favorite places, Rob, that you guys have played?
I like playing everywhere, but Brazil is crazy. South America is always it's like a religious experience for them. Um, uh, Montreal, the Quebec, the whole Quebec region is just crazy for music. Some surprising places like Poland, Warsaw, and Poland really rocks hard. Um, Spain, they do the football chants, oh, oh, like
Yeah,
thousands of people, you know.
right.
So, but in America, I love playing Chicago. I love playing in Vegas. I love playing in Tampa, Florida a lot. New York City, of course. Los Angeles, of course.
Right.
So, so a lot of places.
Yeah, you've been all over the world, so I'm sure it's really hard to kind of pick an absolute favorite place.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But those
Yeah,
are the places that go crazier, the ones I mentioned. They
right.
just bring up the intensity a little bit.
Yeah, I think anything in Europe, I mean, when it comes to rock or metal, I mean, they're crazy
They are.
about the US bands coming there.
Yeah, it's still a really strong rock scene over there, and it's always fun to go there. We're gonna extend the dates that I mentioned, posted. That's we're gonna extend. We're gonna have at least, I'd say, 5 to 10 more shows than that in
Okay.
Europe.
Oh,
Europe,
that's
UK.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
take advantage of it while you can, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna fly all the way over there, you
Yeah,
should do as
I
many
mean, you
shows as
might as
possible.
well get some shows. Now, your tour starts on May 19th, is that correct?
Yeah, that's this Friday night.
Yeah, wow. Are you guys prepared, ready to hit the road?
Yeah, we're gonna rehearse a couple days this week, starting on Wednesday, and then we drive down to Delaware and start. And that's
Yeah.
where I was born, in Delaware, so it's
Oh,
cool to
wow.
play shows there.
Yeah, now have you played at the half times before?
We have. This is our second or third, probably our third time.
Oh, wow.
Cool
That's
place.
got to be exciting, Rob, to get back on the road after all the craziness
Yeah.
over the past couple years.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a handful of shows. We started doing shows in July, but
Right,
this is the bulk of them that we're
right.
announcing now. So,
Yeah, getting on the road, getting in
oh,
front
it's
of your fans.
wonderful. It really is amazing. It's
Yeah, I mean, like I
why we
said,
do this.
I've been a fan of your band for a long time,
Thank you.
and this will be the first time I actually see you guys live.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
So I can't wait to get some videos, some pictures. Yeah, it's gonna be great
It will be.
for
Thanks.
sure. Now, I know Ray West is your lead singer.
Hmm.
Let's talk about a couple of the other players in your band.
Okay. My cousin Rick Deluca on drums
right?
and Jami Paleta on guitar, and um, he's from Sardinia, Italy.
Okay,
So a little island off of the mainland,
right.
and quite a great guitar player.
I bet you he brings a lot of flavor to your band.
Yeah, olive flavor.
Yes, that's for
He make-
sure.
he makes the music sound like olives.
Yeah, I mean, being from Italy though, the music scene there has got to be crazy as well.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
So I'll be anxious to see his playing too.
Oh, he's so good.
It'd be
He's
great,
just so good. It's just so effortless for him.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
I love guitar players are like my thing because I just love the instrument, but I also love bass players. I just love all the instruments when they come together.
Oh,
And
cool.
it just, yeah, it's awesome. But let's talk about what was your first concert, Rob, you ever went to?
I went to see a band called the Outlaws. Do you remember that Southern Rock?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Southern Rock was big when I was like in in middle school, going into high school.
Right?
And so, Leonard Skinner and Molly Hatchet and the
Oh,
Outlaws.
yeah.
So I went to
Molly
see the
Hatchet,
Outlaws. Yeah.
beating the odds. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I was a big Molly Hatchet fan back then too.
I'm still a big Leonard Skinner fan. They were
Oh
just
yeah.
so incredible and so cool. They were such badasses.
Yeah,
But
they've got so much material. I think they're still starting to release it as well. I
oh
mean, I
wow,
love them.
they did 3,000 shows before they got a record deal.
Wow.
Yeah. But
That's incredible.
so when I was in like, ninth grade or something, um, these uh, they they announced that the Outlaws were playing, and some older kids were like, "We're going to rent a bus and have a keg in the back, and everyone's smoking up." It's like, how can I turn that? I'd never been to a concert. I was like, how can I turn
Right?
that down? So
That's cool.
it was fun. My
I
parents
like
let me
that.
go, so
Yeah, that decade of music, man, Southern rock was really huge.
it was. It
You
was.
know, I mean, even Bob Seger back then made
Yeah.
a huge impact
What a
on rock
voice he
and
had.
roll. Still
What a
does.
what a voice he has.
Yeah, I mean, he's awesome as well. Now, was that your first concert that you went to? Was the Outlaws
Outlaws.
then?
Yeah, first
What
ever.
what about the first record you ever bought with your own money?
I think that was Kiss Alive, one. Kiss Alive. I had never heard of Kiss or never heard Kiss, but I was going to the record store to buy an album, which was probably an Elton John album or something, knowing me, who I love.
Oh God, I love Elton John.
Yeah. So I was probably going to buy an Elton John record, and they have those end displays where they'll have, like 5 or 6 different artists. And it was Kiss Alive, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but I want that. So,
And it's funny because when I ask that question to artists, most of the time, they always pick Kiss.
yeah, I mean, it was a big band for a lot of kids.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite Kiss record that I have the original Love Gun,
Oh, nice.
and it has the Love Gun in it, like
Oh,
intact, not even touched.
that's
I think
cool.
I bought that record probably almost 20 years ago at a record convention.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's like one of my prize Kiss albums.
Very nice.
So yeah, I'm a huge Kiss fan as
Yeah,
well.
I actually am not. I mean, I was into them when I was a kid for a bit, but then I moved through them pretty quickly.
Right?
And when I heard Aerosmith, I bought um, Toys in the Attic. And when I bought that, I kind of lost my taste for Kiss because Aerosmith are so much groovier, and Kiss are kind of,
Right.
not good or bad. I'm just saying
Right,
musically
totally.
they're
I
kind of
get what you're
straighter.
saying.
Yeah, so I like the swagger of Aerosmith. So it led me away from Kiss.
Yeah, and put you on that path. Because I mean, Kiss for like a certain amount of years was great, and then there were other bands right, but you know what I mean, that were
Oh yeah,
coming up like Aerosmith, you
Mhm.
know, and you got there's a lot of other bands like man, I'm trying to think of this one band, Locomotion. I don't know.
Oh,
If
Grand Funk Railroad.
yes,
Yeah.
Grand Funk Railroad. That I mean, that was an amazing band too, as well. So much great music coming from the 70s, like in that middle period, almost towards the 80s, like right before that.
Yeah,
Incredible music.
absolutely. Those bands, people still respect them and listen to them and compare music to them because it was so great back then. The music
Oh
was so
yeah.
great. Yeah.
I mean, and you hear it in a lot of bands. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to kind of bring that sound back, you know, uh, which, it's not a trend, but you know what? Rock and roll is here to stay.
Oh,
And
sure.
that's where your band comes in.
Yeah,
Because
it'll never
you're
go away.
straight up, man, rock
Yeah,
and roll.
thank you. Thank you. And it's sometimes it's what we do is mainstream, sometimes it's not, and that's fine. It comes in waves.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be eclectic. You want to do something that maybe nobody has heard before, and that really keeps your band interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, I just like to, yeah, but I don't, I'm not trying, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, but we do like to do our own little take on it. And I think it is unique to us, to Spread Eagle.
Right. Because I mean, your sound is very different,
Thank you.
but yet I can't stop listening to that record.
Thank
It's
you.
so awesome. I
Basically,
really love it.
when we heard all the bands that were coming out of LA in the late 80s and early 90s, we we appreciated and liked a lot of them, but we just didn't think that they spoke for us. So they they weren't quite heavy enough for us. So we wanted to create that, without being a thrash band, we wanted to be heavy. And
Right.
N- New York and the East Coast has elements to music that are different from the West Coast, and we wanted to introduce some of that sound, and so that's what happened.
Yeah, the East Coast for sure has an amazing rock and roll community and sound. I mean, and it's so different.
Yeah, it
Now,
is.
if you go to Chicago, the Midwest has a definite rock and roll sound.
Yeah, yeah.
And like you said, the West Coast, I mean, I think even Vegas right now is developing their own rock and roll sound.
Well, there's so many bands there,
Yes.
so I'm sure that is happening.
Yeah, and I'm just glad that you guys are still in it, still rocking it,
Oh
because
yeah, we're never going to stop.
we
We're
got
never
to
going to
keep
stop.
we got to keep rock and roll alive.
Yeah, and we
And
we don't use any backing tracks, no tapes, any that bullshit. So it's like real rock and roll. We all sing, all four of us. So it's a
yeah,
real band.
yeah, and that, straight up rock and roll, that's what people want to hear. Like you said, they don't want to hear backtracks. They don't want to hear, background vocals or whatever. I mean, it's got to be straight up. And Vamped is a great club. The
It
sound
is.
is amazing
It is. They've
there.
always treated me excellent there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I love that club. That's where I spend a lot of my time covering bands. But yeah, it's going to be great when you guys play there. Because
thank
it's
you.
been a while, right, since you guys played there as a band?
I don't think Spread Eagle has ever played Vamped. I think since we played Vegas, it might be 30 years.
Wow.
It
So
may be.
this is definitely a homecoming for you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
for Vegas, which is great.
Yeah.
Rob, if you had to give your younger self advice in this business, what would you give your younger self advice on?
Don't ever let your band break up. Don't ever let your band break up. What you need to do is choose who you like to be around and make music with and who you feel you have the best chance of succeeding with. And just, if it takes 2 years till it succeeds, or if it takes 30, you just stay together.
And
A
make
lot
it
of bands
happen.
break up before they, they come to fruition and see what could have been.
Yeah, because the funny thing is, I was interviewing bands all the way through pandemic when I was on Keep Rock Alive. And we would book like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then like an hour before I would go on the air, these bands were breaking up in pandemic. I mean, it wasn't fun for the booker, but I mean,
Right.
a lot of that has made these bands stronger. It's made these performers stronger.
Yeah.
Self-reliant, they've actually, spread their wings a little bit and working with other bands like such as yourself and, getting their music out there. And I think today, every band that I've talked to is strong and ready to rock.
Yeah. I mean, it did take its toll, COVID, on a lot of bands, a lot of venues, a lot of gig workers, a lot of promoters, etc., booking agents. So, but the strong ones are the ones who stayed. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
But it was, there was times there when people weren't sure when it was going to come back.
I
But
know.
I'm glad we stuck it out, and I'm glad Spread Eagle's still in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Because let me tell you, like I said, every week it'd be a different. Oh, we lost our drummer. We have to cancel. Or, you know what I'm saying? We all
Yeah.
broke up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's great to see all these bands and now they're catching up like your band is on all the tour dates that they had to postpone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everybody's on the road, which is great because it gives everybody a taste of every kind of music out there.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to see you guys on the road.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's really great because
Yeah, we're gonna be out for a long time, definitely.
yeah, indefinitely, it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
Well, Rob, why
Yeah.
don't you tell for the people who don't know who Spread Eagle is, why don't you tell them all your social media and places where they can hear your music?
I don't know them off the top of my head, but if you just Google Spread Eagle band, Spread Eagle New York City, NYC, um, that should do it, or just Spread Eagle. And it's a great band from New York City, and we've been around for 30 years, and we're making records, and it's really good live, and it's 100% real, without any tracks. So come check us out at Vamped.
Yeah, definitely come check them out at Vamped on June 9th. And
June
you can
9th.
everybody can find your music on Spotify too.com. So
Yes.
that's a
Spotify.
great place to find your music as well. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, Rob. I
Thank
really
you. Thank
appreciate
you.
it. And
I appreciate your time too.
and I really look forward to meeting you on June 9th and the band.
Okay. I will see you then. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much, Rob. I'll see you on June 9th.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, Rob Deluca, an amazing artist. His band Spread Eagle is a great rock and roll band. And yes, they survived pandemic. A lot of bands did not, but this band is out on the road. And as Rob said, this tour is going to be extensive. They're making up all the dates that they had in 2019 right before the pandemic hit. So definitely come party with the Vegas Rock Goddess June 9th at Vamped Nightclub right here in Las Vegas. And thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I will see you again soon.